Then we took the
We're all in it together and we've got time to lay back, take it all in and we're feeling fine. Come on closer to me, I'll tell you something good. We can rely on tomorrow. I'll see you around town, around town, around town, around town.
And now your host for Around Town, Jane Bouvier.
Hello again, and welcome to Around Town. We have a 3-segment show tonight, which we all love because it moves so quickly. And I also want to thank Zach Miller, who was up earlier. He's a filmmaker from Boston and also Los Angeles, and he's doing a documentary on the Boston Coconut Grove fire. And because my father was the band leader at the Grove, he wanted to interview me. And he's going to come back in April, and we'll do an interview, and he's going to bring part of his film with him, which will be great. First 2 guests are Tracy Molesky. Is it Molesky or Molasky?
Molasky.
Tracy Molasky and Nancy Olson.
Right.
I love your hair, by the way.
Well, thank you.
It's very
similar
cute.
to yours.
Yes, I was noticing that. And you always look great. They've been on 3 years, and I keep calling her Laura Semple. So this is not good. I got to get that into my head. Anyway, Women's Club Green Sale again.
Right.
How many years?
11. This is our 11th year.
Wow, that's amazing. But you didn't always, you're at the Williams Barn now.
Right.
Where, did you do it before, or was that the hospital?
That was the hospital auxiliary that
That's
did
right.
it at that
That
time.
was 11 years ago when the hospital did it?
Actually, they didn't do it for a little while, and then we picked it up.
Wow. Yeah, that was
After
really
they stopped
missed.
doing it.
Was
Yeah.
really missed,
Yes,
I think.
yeah.
And when do you start making, because look at this. Let's talk about this. I mean, this is stunning.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We did the last week. We've been doing kissing balls and boxwood trees in my kitchen. And we've had a wonderful workforce of members, 8 usually, there every day. We've made 36 trees.
Wow.
And
How long does it take to make one of those?
it's a long time.
Yeah.
That's why nurseries don't do them anymore. They're labor intensive, but we're volunteer labor force, so we
Yes.
don't.
Yes.
So
the
our
volunteer.
product is very reasonable as a result
Yeah.
of that. And we have a lot of donated items.
Yeah.
Beyond that, these ribbon items,
Yeah.
we've been working on all summer, Tracy, right?
Is that right?
We did. We actually start planning for our green sale in January. And we work throughout the year
Yeah.
doing different things, making bows and things
You
like
know,
this.
people don't get the fact that, like with Groton Fest, I'm already booking acts for Groton Fest next October 7th. It's
Right.
Things like this take a very long time, especially when you're volunteers. But and you do just such a wonderful job.
Oh, thank you.
This is our biggest fundraiser,
Yeah.
so it really is a year-long effort
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
do it.
Now, there are other things other than you have people that have booths there, right?
At Groton Fest?
No.
No.
At
No.
At the Williams Barn?
No, we have a cookie mile,
Yeah.
which members bake cookies, and our patrons can go through and choose whatever homemade cookies they want. Tracy can speak to that better than I can. 'Cause
Are you
she
the
really-
cookie lady?
I think I'm the cookie lady, but I think you pretty much covered it, Nancy.
Yeah.
We have several things that we actually do in addition to selling wreaths and trees and so on. One would be the cookie mile.
Yeah.
Another is a table that we have ornaments,
Mm-hmm.
and they're handmade ornaments that we sell as well.
By the Women's Club?
By the Women's Club. We have a quilt auction that is made by Jan Dillon,
Oh,
who
yeah.
also is in charge of our Soldiers Angels.
Yep.
And these beautiful table runners that
Those
you
are
know,
gorgeous.
we're also,
Yeah, we have probably 7, I think, of these
yeah,
that are going to be
so we're
for
selling
sale.
some of these as well. So it seems like there are other vendors there, but it's all the Women's Club and it's all
Okay.
part of us.
And cider.
We don't do cider, cocoa, and we don't do that anymore
Oh.
because we found
Better
that
be coffee.
people come in. We have last year at 8:30, we had a line that went completely
I'll
around
bet.
the building.
Yep.
People come in, they know exactly what they want. and they're out of there.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of work to do the cider and the cocoa. And
Yeah.
we decided we'd rather give over the space to more product
Oh, great.
rather than do that.
Do you sell out?
Oh, yes.
Everything?
Every year, yeah.
That's amazing.
We've been very fortunate. People realize that it's a scholarship
Yeah.
fundraiser,
Yeah,
and they really come out. The community supports it
absolutely.
terrifically.
I know people, I used, the day after Thanksgiving, I would put up my wreath. But then I waited for you guys because everybody wants to buy it from green sale.
Right, and we're grateful for that.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So I didn't wait, you were early. When are you, this
We're
weekend?
the third
No,
of,
2 weekends.
of December.
3rd of December.
Always the first Saturday.
That's right,
Yeah.
that's right. So, well, and your husbands don't mind? If you have husbands, they don't
No,
mind you're
they're
doing it in your
saints, pretty
kitchen?
much.
Do they deliver the stuff the day of the,
They pitch in,
They
Tracy's
do help out.
yeah?
husband comes and does a wonderful video of the whole barn when we're set
Oh,
up.
that's great.
And we've been able to give discs of that to
Yeah.
our members in the past who participate in the sale, which is a nice thank you
Yeah.
to them.
I'm going to mention a name. You're going to tell me the name because I cannot believe I've just spaced on this. Who died after the 350th, and her husband is involved now?
Pat Hallett.
Pat Hallett.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I totally spaced on her name.
Yeah.
Does he still, Jim Hallett, still come?
Not in the last 2 years.
Okay.
He's
He
relocated.
remarried.
Yes, he did, very happily, and we're very happy for
Oh,
him. He
good.
was terrifically supportive
Yeah.
of us
Yeah.
after
He's a sweet
Pat
Yeah.
passed. We have multiple husbands that really
That's great.
they're very, very supportive. Thank goodness.
Absolutely, absolutely. We are almost so quick. We're almost out of time. So, I know people come like right at the beginning.
Yeah, December 3rd, 9
Yeah,
to 1.
9 to 1.
The doors open at 9 a.m.
Yep. Do you have a website so people that might want to join the Women's Club?
GrotonWomen'sClub.org. And there is a membership thing
Who
to
is that?
click on.
Marie Milliken is your,
Marie is our new president. The contact person for membership is Audrey Bryce.
oh,
Yes, and has been for years.
great.
If you ask the members to raise their hands who recruited you, how many people were recruited
Yes,
by
Audrey Bryce, right.
Pretty much the whole
Right.
room.
I was a member of the Women's Club very briefly, and then I said, I can't do it anymore, I don't have any time, and Terry McPartland signed me up anyway. She paid for the membership and but it's a wonderful group.
It's a wonderful
It
organization,
really is.
and you
Yeah.
have to see the workshops to understand
Yeah.
that, how well everybody
Oh,
works
absolutely.
toward a common goal. We're very fortunate.
That's fantastic.
Good
Work hard,
friendships.
we laugh a lot.
Right.
That's what it's all about. Thank you for being here.
Thank you
Thank you
very
so
much
much
for
for
the
having us.
opportunity.
One more time, the date
December 3rd from 9 until 1.
at the Williams Bar.
At the Williams Bar.
Barn,
Wonderful,
yes.
and I'm sure you'll be mobbed.
Thank
I
you.
hope so.
All right, and I hope it's good weather. I'm sure it'll be good weather
We
for
hope
you
for
guys.
the same.
Thanks so
Thank you
much.
very much,
Thank
Jane.
you.
We appreciate it.
In just a second, we're going to be bringing up the new high school principal, Michael Woodlock, and I'm anxious to talk to him. I've been terrible tonight because of our interview earlier. I've been treating him badly, but we'll fix that anyway. And then Jay McHugh will be here, and Jay has a company called Send Out Cards, and he's unbelievable. He's been here before, but this company is just unbelievable. It's fantastic. All kinds of things. I don't know does anybody know when the tree lighting is? Ashley probably knows. Anyway, that'll be coming up in the near future, and it's Christmas in Groton, as you know, always a great time. I hear the Charter Review Committee met last night, and that's going to be coming up, so you should pay attention to that as well. And are we mic'd? Are we ready to go? Almost. You can just look at him. He's so handsome. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
You know, good. Our former principal, Mike, what was his?
Mastrullo.
Mastrullo.
Yes.
When I first met him, I was taking a picture for the Groton Herald, and he came outside, and I said, "Oh, you're so young." He said, "And I'm cute too."
And modest.
And modest,
Yeah.
right, right. So you're younger than I thought you were going to be.
Oh, well, thanks.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where were you before?
I was in Tingsboro,
Oh, right up
So
the
not far
road.
away.
Yeah. So you liking this?
so far, very much.
Yeah, good. Kids are great. We have our crew. You know, this is like our I've been doing this for 20 years, and it's like our 5th or 6th group of kids, and they start as freshmen, and they go till they're into college. This is the most incredible crew. They're just unbelievable.
Yeah,
So
I'm not surprised.
you're doing a good job with the.
Yeah, I can't take credit for what they've
Yeah,
done.
but they really are amazing. So, why Groton? Was this a job that you just wanted to move to another school, or you looked at Groton and said, I really love this place?
That's a tough question. I think it was why Groton. It had to do with timing
Yeah.
quite a bit.
Yeah.
I was in Tingsboro for close to 20 years.
Wow, really?
Yeah, so I got to do a lot of different things there.
I know you're not that old.
I'm 44.
Yeah,
so,
you were really
yeah,
young.
I started there probably when I was 25.
Wow.
So, yeah, I got to do a lot there. I had all kinds of opportunities and really got to grow as an educator and then become an administrator. I was pretty friendly with Mr. Masrullo.
Uh-huh.
He worked in Tingsboro before he came here.
Oh, that's right, didn't know that, yeah.
We remained good friends and as principals, colleagues, and,
Yeah.
and I've been in this building
Yeah.
quite a few times before.
Does he like Concord?
He's doing well.
I think it's a good fit for him down there.
Yeah, he's doing well. I
Great.
think he would fit in just about anywhere.
Well, that's true
He's
too,
talented.
yeah.
So, when he was leaving, he did kind of put the bug in my ear that he thought it would be a good fit for me. Immediately I said no, but he kept talking and I got more and more interested.
That's great.
So,
Excellent.
here I am.
How bad was the school committee and the group that was vetting you? Was it easy?
How bad were they?
How many people were up for the job?
I honestly don't know
Yeah.
how many. I wasn't given
Yeah.
that information. But when I met initially, for my initial interview, I'd say there were about 10 people. So it's daunting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's good because you live right around here. This is wonderful because
Yeah.
we've had a couple of principals that, were outside of Boston and it was tough.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine that.
Yeah.
I have 3 children, and so being able to get home, and then if I need to come back, having that option.
Right.
It was really important to me.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have sought a job very far away
Yeah,
from where
good.
I live.
I am the mother of an actor
Mm-hmm.
and also kids that love theater. And when Will was here, and he's 35 now, we had a full arts program, drama program here.
Yeah.
I'm just putting the word out to you that I am a big fighter about that because it bothers me. Although the group that puts on the shows, these kids are amazing. They do it all.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw.
I didn't
Arsenic
see
No
it,
Lace. Was
but
fantastic.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I was
And,
very impressed.
But Will would probably not have left school if he'd be still here.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was,
it's an outlet for a lot of kids,
yeah.
and I wish I was talented in the arts.
Yeah.
I've always kind of wanted to be able to sing or dance or act, and it's not my thing.
Sports?
I was an athlete, but I've always been a huge supporter
Good.
and fan of the arts.
Well, I'm glad
And
to hear that.
I couldn't advocate more that
Yeah.
it should be a big part of
Yeah, I'm
a high
glad,
school.
very glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Very glad to hear that. We have gone, and I'm not trying to be negative, but when I looked at Boston Magazine, I did not see Groton Dunstable on that list of top, whatever it is, 100 schools.
Yeah.
And that concerned me because why? What happened that we're not way up on top now?
Yeah, I can't answer that. I would have to maybe find out what the criteria is for Boston Magazine.
Yeah.
A lot of that can be pretty subjective.
Yeah,
based
well, of
on
course,
whatever the
Dover,
editors are looking
Sherborne
for.
is right up on top.
Yeah, and that's
you
a
know.
great school
Yeah.
system. I can't say why we're not there. I'm pretty suspicious of those lists sometimes. I think people may be pushing an agenda from time
Yeah.
to time, but I know this. It's a great school.
It is a great school,
it's a
and we've got
fantastic
great
school.
teachers, and I want to see it up on top like number
Yeah.
one.
Well, I'd love to see that too.
So now that you're here, tell Mike you're going to make that happen.
Yeah, I'd love to see that happen. I think we just go and try and do what's best for kids
Yeah.
every day, and hopefully that's going to put us on those lists. But
Yeah,
I think I sleep pretty well at night knowing that these kids are getting a really nice education.
that's good. Am I right that, because I wasn't paying that much attention to MCAS, because thank goodness my kids were out before that happened, but is that no longer? Am I right on
Well,
that?
that's kind of in a transitional phase. There's a lot of talk about, an MCAS 2.0. The PARC exam has been an exam that's been used predominantly in junior high school or elementary school and replacing the MCAS. We're still using the MCAS here.
Oh, you
I
are?
know in my
Okay.
former school, we were using the MCAS. Some high schools have maybe gone over to PARC. But it's definitely in a transition phase. I think standardized testing can be a topic where people have very differing opinions. And
Right.
certainly don't want to teach to test, but
Right.
it's a measuring stick for us as well and can be really useful. So it's a balance
Yeah.
that you have to try to
I
strike.
still don't like it, but, I
Well,
think
it has
kids,
its uses.
Yeah.
But, I think we're in a enviable situation where I was in Tingsboro and here in Groton, where the kids are going to do very well because it's a really good school, so you don't have to focus on preparing them for the test.
okay,
And some schools that may struggle, they are being, penalized for not scoring well, so
Right.
they have to focus on that test more.
yeah,
I just don't, it's not something I want to do here, and
Yeah.
it's not something I did in my previous school.
we don't seem, now, I don't know if this is true, but from where I sit, I don't see a lot of kids being bullied in this school.
Mm.
Am I right that this is a pretty well-behaved
Yeah,
group?
I mean, I think in every school you have complaints of, harassment or bullying.
Yeah,
It's not something that I deal with daily or even weekly, but it does come up. And I think, sometimes it's a perceived thing,
Yeah.
but sometimes it's real. And you never want to take the chance and make a judgment and say, I don't think so. So
Yeah.
anytime it comes up, we do investigate it thoroughly. But thankfully, it's not happening very
Yeah.
often.
yeah, it seems like such a, I mean, even when my kids were here, there weren't a lot of problems, and everybody, I think it is a great school
It's
district.
a wonderful atmosphere here, and if you've ever had a chance to walk around Groton Dunstable High School
Yep,
during a day, kids have a lot of freedom. And for me, that was an adjustment because my old school was set up very differently. It didn't have as many common areas. And they take full advantage of these common
Yeah.
areas. And kids have some freedom, and they don't abuse it.
that's great.
They treat each other, by and large, very well.
Mhm.
And they're caring, kind kids, and it says a lot about their
Absolutely.
home lives as well.
Yep.
So it's been really, really pleasant to see that.
How was the turnout tonight? Is parent-teacher conferences
Yeah, it's been pretty busy.
pretty busy?
Yeah.
I always dreaded going to those,
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I
Okay.
suppose, if you don't know what to expect, it can be kind of scary. But, thankfully, it's been a lot of parents come out, and
Good.
we want that. We want our parents to be involved.
Yeah,
And have a really strong working knowledge of what's going on in the
Yeah.
classroom,
yeah.
and be able to, ask any questions they have of our teachers.
You didn't work with Jim O'Loughlin, who was our guidance
I did
counselor.
not, but I've heard the name.
I'll tell you, if it wasn't for Jim, I was in school so much talking to him that he said we were married
Yeah.
at the hip. But he was absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
And you have, what, 4 guidance
We
counselors now?
have 4. We were able to add a guidance counselor this year, and, they do a lot of work.
Absolutely.
They are in constant motion,
Yeah,
and I work with them very closely.
that's great.
And they're 4 very caring individuals. We also have an adjustment counselor here as well.
What is that?
It really is just, for kids that are struggling
Oh, I
or
see.
may have an anxiety situation, or, it could be any number of things.
Another
really.
thing we should have had when I,
Yeah, and I mean, just when kids need a little something
Right.
extra, and he's there for them and goes over and above
that's
call
fantastic.
of duty, so it's really nice to see.
We're out of time.
Yeah, it goes by fast.
But one other question, college acceptance is good?
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, this is a strong tradition of academic excellence
Yeah.
here, and it doesn't seem to be slowing down.
Yeah, how, 90%,
I think
95%?
they're up around 90% for 2- and 4-year colleges. I wouldn't quote me on that.
Yeah.
I would defer to our guidance
Right.
staff on that, but it's way up.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here.
So nice to
My
meet you.
hands are rough, sorry.
It's all right.
Will you come back
Anytime.
at the end of the year?
Sure.
See, thank you, Michael.
You're welcome.
Nice to see you. Just a second, we're going to be bringing up Jay McHugh, who is, I can't remember what the term is, but he is a big guy with send-out cards, a company that I think is absolutely fantastic. So we're going to talk to him about that. I know we talked about Barney Blood. Why is everybody's walking in front of the camera tonight? And I can't figure it. Well, that's because there's no room. Look at that. See, no wonder they're walking in front of the camera. Anyway, so Jay is here, and we're going to talk about him and his wonderful business. And I know she's miking you, but I'm going to talk to you anyway. How are you?
Very good.
You look skinny and gorgeous.
Oh, you're too kind.
And let's get right to it. Tell everybody what Send Out Cards is. Your hair is cute, too. You look like a whole different person.
Well, you're too kind. See, right there, you'll be getting a card from me saying thank you for the kind
That's what
comments.
happened the last time. That's when you were first on the show. It was so unbelievable when that arrived.
There you go. And
Yeah.
Send Out Cards is an online greeting card and gift company. So you can create a card the way you want it. You can use one of the 20,000 default cards, hit a few buttons, add a gift or not a gift.
Yep.
And then they do all the heavy lifting out in Utah. They
Oh, is
stuff
that where
it,
they are?
They stamp it, they send it, and the person who receives the card is wowed.
Yes.
And I think in this difficult climate, particularly over the last week with the election, people need to be a little kinder. And when we showcase that kindness, everybody wins. The
Yeah.
receiver, the sender, the people, the dogs and cats that are not getting kicked around anymore.
Yes.
The principal, Michael,
Yeah.
doesn't have people screaming and yelling at him. It's a better place to live.
Yeah.
So I teach this through the business principles of small, medium-sized businesses, and they see their business going up. I believe, talking to Nancy, and I said, it's so difficult to compete with these things called Google, LinkedIn, Zillow,
Right.
and we don't have billions of dollars to compete with them. But we
Right.
do have something that they don't have, and that's your first name, your likes, your
Right.
dislikes,
Yeah.
the things that are interesting to you. So if we can reach out in that platform and be a little kinder, guess what's going to happen? Law of attraction sets in. You're going to do more business, and you're going to refer more business.
Yeah.
And it's not going to cost me millions of dollars
Yeah.
just to attract a suspect, to turn them into a prospect.
Mm-hmm.
To hopefully have a customer, I start with my clients and turn them into screaming, raving fans.
That's fabulous. You're in the real estate business, and we can say that your wife has, what should I say? What word is it?
Empire.
Empire. She has an empire called Lair Realty, which is unbelievable. And she's incredibly talented and a gorgeous daughter. But when you're a realtor, this is any kind of business like this, where you have a customer and then you send them a card, it's got to make a big dent.
Well, I've been doing this for 8 years, speaking around the country, and the things that I come across and the things that I just come to my head, I have this quote that my attorneys want me to trademark, and I won't. I want to share it, and it's people count, numbers don't. If you focus on people, you'll have an infinite amount of business.
Mm-hmm.
If you focus on numbers, as an example, how much does it cost, Jay? How many brownies can I send for $10?
Yeah.
You're focusing on the number.
Yeah.
And guess what? You don't execute.
Right.
You procrastinate, you hesitate.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, it's 6 months later and they listed the house with your competitor.
Yeah.
So why don't we focus more on people?
Right. That's
and not-
great.
And
Great.
not on the numbers.
Yeah, absolutely. We can't really talk about prices, but this can be as affordable as you want it to be.
You can pay as you go.
Yeah.
I tell it very simple. If you buy a gallon of milk at the store, it's going to be less expensive than if you buy 2 half gallons.
Right.
Or 4 quarts.
Yeah.
So the reality is that if we're in business, we need to invest in our business. We need to feed the fireplace
That's-
wood before we get the heat.
Yeah.
And if you want to just use it as a personal basis, the cards are fantastic and 70% less than what you'd find at Walmart or 99-cent stores or Hallmark. And you get to put in your specific message, not trying to match up
Right.
a pre-printed
Right.
message. That's what's amazing.
Yeah.
And as I said earlier to you, now we have this incredible thing called the app. So you can send a card right off your iPhone or Android phone.
I can't wait to go home tonight and set this up.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And another thing that I think we've talked about before is that when you have that prompting and you can execute, it gets done.
Yeah.
If you have a good idea and you get sidetracked and you forget to do it, you're never going to get that time back. You're never going to get that prompting back.
Right.
And the receiver may or may not be with us because of life takes its challenges.
Yeah.
So some of that stuff can be the emotional stuff, some of it can be the business stuff. The reality is everybody should have a send-out card account.
Yeah.
Just like we all have cellular
Right.
accounts or cable accounts.
Yep. Can you send online cards and in the mail cards?
Nope, they're just a
Just in
greeting
the mail
card,
cards,
yeah.
which is
Yep. It-
probably the only place left that would do anything. Nobody sends anything
right.
anymore.
Like, for instance, the online platform, people don't want to be spammed and they don't want to have viruses.
Right.
And, you know, as I say to people, I say, I can't hang that e-card on my Christmas tree.
That's true.
The Christmas tree will fall down.
Yeah.
And they start laughing, what are you talking about, Jason? That's
Yeah.
the point.
Yeah.
But you can put this card, you know, you brought your couple.
Yeah.
of
Oh,
them.
yeah. Let's look at the cards.
You know, you can put a card like this.
Where are we going to hold this up?
This is a fantastic card.
1, 2, or 3, ladies and gentlemen. 1.
This way.
1.
So-
1.
so take
There
a-
you go.
You take a look at that card. Does that move the needle?
Yeah.
If someone was gonna
Show one
like
to,
that.
hold one up to that, because this is amazing too. Show one of the, look at, I'll hold this one up, Bree. I mean, Lauren.
So that's what they call a big card.
Yeah.
And they also have 2-panel cards and postcards, and they have a 3-panel card.
Yeah, this one, this is great.
So
I've
that
actually,
tells a story.
yeah.
And you could put,
And your
50
picture's on the back.
you know,
It's so unique.
It's
Oh, look
creative.
at that handsome guy.
that's being creative.
It is being creative, and
Being different.
you can do as much as you want as far as
Yeah,
creativity
the last
goes.
thing, you know, they have plenty of, you know, products and tools, mugs, et cetera, but
Yeah.
this is a calendar that I can put specific dates. Take a peek at that. I can put specific dates that tell the story of when the head of the Charles would be, or
Oh, yeah.
Rotten Fest,
Yeah.
or the Red Sox home opener.
There you are. Isn't that cute?
Who's not gonna keep that calendar for 12 months?
Right. That's true.
So all these like little ideas, again,
Look
moving
at
the
this.
needle.
Look at that with your daughter. Is that the cutest thing?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
She's now how old?
She'll be 7 next month.
Amazing. Just
Does
amazing.
fly by, and that's another thing that I love teaching about this, is that, you know, we only have one life to live.
Yeah.
Let's live it fully.
Yes.
Let's not go back and that regret that we didn't send a card
Yeah.
to grandma or daughter or niece or nephew.
You know, it was funny. We were almost out of time, but I do have to say, Sue McKenna, who was the nurse at Lawrence Academy, so well loved, passed away 2 days ago. But I was just thinking, I need to send something, you know? And then birthdays and all this stuff, and you send Facebook things, and it's great to do that, but
No shelf life.
just to get, I love getting cards in the mail. So, and you know, it's just great. So, I can't wait to see the app. What's the app?
Well, you can go to my website, which is myrandomactsofcardness.com. That's clever. Everyone
Very
knows
clever.
My Random Acts of Kindness. My website is myrandomactsofcardness.com.
Very cute.
And from there, you can download the app. You can use it on your Mac Pro. You can use it on your PC. It's a fabulous system. Of course, if anybody struggles, they can just reach out and give me a call or an email.
Well, couldn't you go on and just say send out cards or no?
You could, but you wouldn't be able to be in my group.
Oh,
so
I
if
see
you
what
had
you're
follow-up
saying.
Questions. You
I
might
see
get
what you're
somebody
saying. Yeah.
from the corporate, and you're saying,
Yeah.
wow, I thought I could get some help from Jay
Yeah.
to get started.
One more time, we're out of time. One more time,
The website?
yeah,
Website is myrandomactsofcardness.com.
.com. Jay, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And you look wonderful. I can't wait to do this. Thank you all for being with us. Our crew tonight, Bree Norton, I'll read because I can't, Lauren Audette, Matt Monroe, Phil Marino, Ashley Doucette, who has run the studio all day long and done an amazing job. And Brendan, if you're watching this, we miss you, and you always did a wonderful job as well. But Ashley really went over and above today for me, and I can't thank her enough. Thank you for being with us. And again, Sue McKenna is going to be so missed in town. We'll see you around town.